Hi, my name is Carolyn Whale, and my icon presentation is on Max Factor. Born Maximilian Faktorowicz in Zadunska Wola, Poland, his birthday and year are truly unknown but are assumed to be maybe in 1872 or 1874 on the 17th of September, though apparently Factor himself was not completely sure when he was born. When he was a child, he started work at 7 years old at the Mariinsky Theater, where he first was exposed to the performing arts. That had a great impact on him, and he said, "It was my introduction to the world of make-believe." At 9 he became an apprentice to the company called Lots. They were wig makers and cosmeticians. He worked there for 4 years. This was a big learning opportunity for him, and where he learned to apply stage makeup and wigs. At 22 he opened up his own shop, and he noted it to be the first time in a long time that he was truly happy. During that time, a traveling performance group passed through. Factor did not know who they were to perform for, but unfortunately this would change his life for the worse. They performed for the Imperial Russian court, and the court soon began shopping there and quickly forced Factor into the position as the official cosmetician for wigs and makeup for the Romanov family and the Imperial Russian Grand Opera. He hated it, but he had no choice but to do whatever they wished him to do. The only good thing that came out of this was that he was paid extremely well, most likely being the highest paid cosmetician in all of Russia, and secondly, he was permitted to keep his shop and visited for a few hours a week while guards followed. Factor served the Imperial Russian court for years, and during these years met and secretly married and had 3 children, hiding them all because the Tsar did not allow him to marry, so his time would be free for him. During this time there was rampant anti-Semitism, and he had a secret he was keeping from the court. He was Jewish, and so were his wife and children. With danger around them increasing, they decided to escape to America. When they reached America, they eventually made their way to Los Angeles, where he opened Max Factor's Antiseptic Hair Store in 1908. Within a year, his shop was the go-to place for performers. By 1910, he was back to experimenting with cosmetic chemistry. That same year he spotted performers walking by his shop with their makeup looking quite bad. He asked them what they were wearing. It was all just household products of their own concoction, because then the only makeup they had was grease paint, and it was too thick and didn't look good on film. So he decided to invent something better. In 1914 he finally formulated the perfect grease paint that was more flexible and significantly lighter. He was a huge success and immediately was the standard for the cinema industry. He released his first makeup line called Society Makeup that over time erased the stigma of the everyday woman wearing makeup and popularized the term makeup as well. Back then, cosmetics were for women, makeup was for movie stars. Max Factor has been credited with many inventions like his panchromatic makeup for Technicolor film, the first lip gloss, a skin brightener, an early primer, smear and waterproof lipstick, liquid nail enamel today's nail polish, and much, much more, as well as a very scary looking invention called the beauty micrometer, used to measure a person's features to achieve perfect symmetry in his makeup. In 1929, he was awarded an honorary Academy Award for his contributions to the film industry and is honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Factor died in 1938 at the age of 65, though for decades after, Max Factor Makeup continued to create makeup that was ahead of its time and helped with the ever-changing technology of Hollywood cinema. In his career, Max Factor worked on many famous stars of the time, including Joan Crawford, Jean Harlow, Bette Davis, Judy Garland, Mae West, Marilyn Monroe, and Lucille Ball. Factor himself was the one who changed Monroe and Ball's hair to the iconic blonde and red that we all know today, in his studio in LA, now called the Hollywood Museum, which displays his work as well as many other movie memorabilia. In conclusion, I was extremely excited to choose Max Factor I've been a great admirer of his work since I was a kid and I first went to the Hollywood Museum. Since then, I've gone 3 or 4 times because I am so amazed by his achievements and contributions that made Hollywood, movies, and everyday makeup what it is today. Whether it's the polish on your nails or the lip gloss you have on, we all know Factor's work, whether we've heard his name or not. Thank you.